Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. Into the end zone. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So Boise State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked at the big fella. He delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Lots of running room. No one's going to get it. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Here's a hit. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up and throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Alexander. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He's got it. Trucks through the defender. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Puts it out on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone.
2nd.
Touchdown, Boise State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Trying to find the end zone. And he's got a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Jones wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The give to the tailback. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, baby.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Let's go.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Smith dropping to pass. Quick completion on the out route. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets into the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick at...
Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. When we're in the second quarter, he's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. He's in open space downfield. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Jones to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly complete. Nice move to pick up yardage. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
And he missed it. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long back. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to adjust the pattern. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the right. Lost the defense is wide open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Got enough space. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Alexander. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Let's go. I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Jones wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Touchdown Broncos. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The give to the lone running back. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
So now it's second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense.
Base 27 jump. Base 27.
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit, too.
There he goes. Drills him with the stiff arm. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Here we go.
He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Coffee. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, getting to this quarterback has been... Last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
He slides that just inside the right upright. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field.
Black 18! Black 18! Ready, switch!
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on victory here in week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Burt. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. 1st down for this offense. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to pass. It's Coffee. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him this time. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 35. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you can.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Stands in and takes the hit. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Allen. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Using his feet to buy time. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't